Yeah, hi there. And these comments, I'm going to just use your initials M, and I am Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And in your specific situation, you say, I didn't take the TOEFL test. I have 1 month to prepare myself for the test. I have no idea about my level, but I think that I may get between 60 and 70. I can study 2 to 3 hours per day. What is your recommendation for me to pass the exam and achieve 90? What is the best program to prepare myself? I would register to the online courses if it helps me to get my target. So the difficulty here is you just don't have enough time. 30 days is not enough for you, I think, to reach your goal. So let's assume that you're 70 right now, and you want to score higher than 90. You're probably looking at anywhere from 2 to 6 months of good, solid study to help you achieve that goal. So here is the program I'm going to recommend for you. So every program will be slightly different depending on what your goals are. First of all, you have to get past this idea that you have to solve all your problems in 30 days, because it's just not likely based on your current academic English language abilities. So my recommendations are three specific things. Number one, stay in the habit of reading every day for about 45 minutes. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Number two, stay in the habit of practicing listening each day. You can focus on news, history, documentary, and most importantly, science programs. You choose what you want to watch. You don't need my course. You don't need a TOEFL book. You need more English. Now, if you don't have English TV, you can go on the internet. I have 3 specific suggestions in which you can practice your listening online. Number 1 is called nationalpublicradio.org, or National Public Radio, if you want to use the Google for the keywords to find it. The second website I think will be very helpful to you. It's called TED Talks. It's 2 words, TED, T-E-D, and then Talks, T-A-L-K-S. Now be careful. It's tempting to listen to these lectures in your own language, or you can see the caption, but you want to get yourself used to hearing things in English without using caption very much. Now the third website that's also helpful for you is called Randall's Cyber Listening Lab. That's also a good website. You can begin practicing your listening today. So as you do the reading and the listening practice, M, you want to get in the habit of note-taking. Focus on the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. Then using your notes, you can write about the information. You can also speak about this information. Now, when you're writing about it, you can do three 250-word academic summaries each week. That means that's about 750 words of writing practice that you will begin immediately today. Now, it's important here. You don't really need me or anybody else to evaluate the writing. You will do practice tests online in my course soon enough, and you will get those evaluated. But as you do this writing practice, it's just to get you used to, number 1, using your notes to write about information that you have read and that you have listened to. Now, in addition to writing summaries, you should also give oral summaries. That means speaking. You should do maybe 3 to 5 oral summaries each week, and you must you need to record these summaries. This is important. A lot of students are not used to recording themselves and then listening to themselves. This is important because you'll develop an ability to speak more naturally using a microphone. So then, when you take the TOEFL IBT exam, you won't panic. So those are the first 2 things that you can do each day right now. Has nothing to do with my course. Now the third suggestion has everything to do with my online TOEFL course. I'm going to recommend right now that you focus right now in the first 3 areas of my course. Focus on the vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar sections. So each week, do lessons in those 3 areas. That's all you got to do for right now. That means on Monday you might do vocabulary lesson 1, pronunciation lesson 1, maybe grammar lesson 1. So you can maybe do those 3 lessons on that Monday, then you do Tuesday, and so on. Now, once you've gone through the first 3 sections of my course, specifically the vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar, then you can start with my reading and my listening lessons, which are also very important to helping you improve your TOEFL score. So while you do these each week, you want to focus on reading and listening lessons. Once you finish those lessons in my online TOEFL course, then you can focus on the speaking and the writing lessons. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my plan for you. Now, I'm not going to give you a timeline because I'm guessing it's probably going to take you several months before you can improve your TOEFL to the point to where you're ready to get that 90 or higher. So what you can do is maybe every 1.5 months, about every month and a half, you can take a full-length IBT practice test. You can find those in the 8th section of my course. Once you're one of my students, just go to step 8 and you'll see it'll say full-length IBT practice test. So you can take a practice test. You do that to measure your progress. Now, it's also important to take practice tests because you build your stamina. You develop the stamina of taking a 5-hour test. It's not easy. It takes a lot of concentration. So if you don't reach your goal and that after that first full-length practice test, that means that you just have to keep studying. Then after another month or so, then you'll take another practice test. So once your practice test score reaches 90 or higher, then that tells you you are ready to spend the $200 on the official TOEFL IBT exam. All right? Does that make sense? So that's my plan for you. And I want to wish you and your family happy holidays from the United States, and specifically from Oak Hills, California, where I live. Have a great day and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.